president and founder of Kechie's project, earned a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science from Lehman College and a Master of Arts in International Relations from City College of the State University of New York. Really? It was Kechie's passion to make a difference in the lives of others that led to her resignation of Saks Fifth Avenue to start Kechie's Project, Inc.
Thank you everyone for coming, and there's no way I can do this by myself. I will give the credit to whatever I have done. I will give that credit to my amazing friends and supporters and committee members that believe in me, and they believe in everything. Whenever I call them, they show up. Anyone who's going into nonprofit thinking that it is about having fun, having parties, that person is not serious. It takes a whole lot. I'm paying back. I'm trying to give back, along with my colleagues and everybody else that believe in equal empowerment and equal education for all. So just like Virginia said, it's not just enough to complain and say, oh my God, and then you want to do something, you're scared. You're scared of, oh my God, what am I going to do? What if? What if? You cannot allow fear to discourage you from following your passion. I was very, very successful at Saks Fifth Avenue. I was what they call $1 million book, $2 million book at Saks Fifth Avenue. I have, dealt with all kinds of people, but believe me, it's nothing I have done in the past gives me more joy than what I'm currently doing. I'm not making the six-figure income I used to make at Saks, but this is more rewarding for me. It's more rewarding for me, and I wanted to give back not just in Nigeria, but I also wanted to give back in my local community of Harlem. The most important thing I want to appeal to you today is that really this is something that I'm so passionate about. I left Saks Fifth Avenue, a luxury company where I was a brand ambassador for Piazza Sempioni, to start doing this. I need your support. I am committed to this. I wake up every night and sleep, I wake up and think about, oh my God, what if I fail these girls? I don't want to fail them. I don't want to fail them. So for the past 3 years, we have been working with Bread and Roses High School in Harlem. What do we do there? We bring in accomplished women in our community that are achievers. We bring them into this school as guest speakers. We've also brought men, to the school. Over lunchtime, they are guest speakers. They talk to the students, empower them by sharing the challenges they faced, growing up, or all the struggles they also went through. Growing up just to help empower these girls, for them to know that they can be anything they want to be in life. They can overcome any kind of obstacles. We have been doing that, and we continue to do that. And we continue to do that because we have the support of the school principal, we have the support of the students. As a matter of fact, on the 24th, they reached out to me for me to be their keynote speaker for their graduation on the 24th. So that's how much, this week, they are looking after. And I'm happy. Okay, then in Nigeria, what do we do in Nigeria? Because the needs of the girls are different. The problem in Nigeria is that some of them, they don't have the means to get an education. So we have been working with 3 schools, 2 schools in Lagos. In Lagos, what we do for them, we provide school supplies and uniforms, like sanitary, personal care products, and sandals or uniforms. And we also give them financial support, because a lot of them are from underserved communities over there. So we in Enugu State, what we do, because high school education is not free in certain states in Nigeria, Enugu State for one, we pay the school fees of the girls in addition to providing school supplies, uniforms, personal care, sometimes we've donated computers.
Good evening. This is one of the less privileged children, one of the parents. My name is Ojolakwe Osadebe. I'm the mother of Oyilade Oyiwole. I'm a widow, a single mother, and I'm very happy to tell you people out there that Kechie's project has really helped me a lot in the way that I was thinking about how to make way for my child to be in the secondary school, and Kechie's project really did a wonderful work by just coming up and picking my child. So I'm really happy.
I'm 14 years old. I'm in GS2. Thank you, Kechie's project. Bye.
My name is Benya Shibo. I am GS2C. Now I am to thank you for all of that you've done for me. Thank you.
My name is Bukola Sayo. I am 13 years old. I am GS2E. Thank you for all the help you have helped my life. I can't read before, but I can now read. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kechie's project. Bye.
Yeah, non-profit is not an easy thing. A lot of us, my committee members, my board members, especially my board chair, Barbara Modest, she's invested so much financially, towards supporting the New York Coalition of 100 Black Women. They have been a great supporter of Kechie's project.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here, and a lot has been said. I'm in Nigeria too, like in Kechie. Okay, let me just, Delta, we all know Delta. We fly to different parts of Africa. Recently, I've just been appointed by Delta as the first African to handle the Delta African market in the USA. One of my duties is to give Delta a sense of belonging within the African community. So, and it's not only that, I have to evaluate if a project is worth sponsoring. And when I heard about Kechie's project, I felt this is awesome. This is the kind of project that need to be supported. Delta has decided to sponsor this event with an open ticket. The winner decides where you want to go or she wants to go. Wow. We are proud and we are happy to support Kechie's project. Thank you very much.
What's your name?
Sorry, I think this. My name is Rafiu Afolabi Lagoda. Thank you.
All right, so since this is about empowering girls and empowering women and just empowering us all, I'd like to call on the two runners-up for Miss Nigeria USA. I got the pleasure to host the event. When was it? I think May 23rd. And I hosted because I wasn't allowed to enter. Apparently it was a cutoff for age, so I tried to get around it, but it didn't work. So ladies coming up, just give us a few words.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. My name is Gorola Kalawale, and I'm the second runner-up, Miss Nigeria USA 2015. First and foremost, I just want to commend you and Kechie for all of your efforts. I know you've probably heard it countless amounts of times, but it's really admirable and noble what you're doing for the people here in Harlem and abroad. And just a little bit of background about Miss Nigeria USA. Our platform as well focuses on women empowerment education, so we definitely are excited to be here because we think that it's important to empower our young women, especially in a society where women tend to think that you have to compete with one another. It's important for us to uplift one another and let them know that there's no limit to what you can do.
My name's Ola Tilton Araromi, and I'm the first runner-up for Miss Nigeria USA 2015. Don't stop. Please stop. All right, anyway, but I'm here to talk about what Kechie's doing. Here you go. I really want to thank you for not only speaking about it, but being about it. Because I believe as Nigerians, especially in the diaspora, we need to stop talking about the problems that are going on, and we need to actually face it. Also, women empowerment and education is what our organization focuses on, and we're really happy to really support this cause. I want to just let you think about something. If a woman is the first teacher to a child, why is she not educated or empowered? I want you to really think about that. That's why it's important to educate and empower our young women so they can release their innovative ideas to boost the economy of Nigeria. Okay, just in closing,
I just want to thank Kechie again, and I'm actually a substitute teacher, so children are near and dear to me in my heart. And especially with Nigerians, my mom always told me, Tosi, do what you want to do. She didn't push me into engineering, she didn't push me to be a doctor. She said, whatever you have passion for, keep God first and you'll always excel. So in all, follow your purpose, and Kechie, I'm so happy that you're following your purpose and you're giving young girls like me the initiative to make a change in Nigeria. And I want to thank you all for being here. And thank you for supporting the Joint Cause, because without you, none of this would be happening.
All right, I'm gonna call on our next speaker, Ms. Terry Williams. She's one of the country's most highly sought after speakers, and has shared her unique brand of success and personal development strategies with numerous Fortune 500 companies and countless organizations. The point of calling on a speaker is for them to speak and for us to listen. Just saying. So once she comes up here, let's have some respect and not speak and have conversations till she's done. She's worked with countless organizations, including the NFL, the NBA, and the NHL. So Ms. Williams, can you please come up?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm going to be very brief, okay? I'm honored to be here with you all this evening. And what I thought I would do is just share just a few things from my heart about how many of us move through the world, and that it's important to, I'll just go down a few things that I jotted down. The one that is really important, because she had asked me to direct my message to the young ladies, and so I wanted to just let you know that it's important to be true to yourself. That if you try to be something that you're not, or copying something that somebody else is doing, it won't work. You have to really, really, really be true to yourself. And sometimes, you know, we get caught up in being a little bit jealous of others. And I would say this, that be careful who you're jealous of, because you don't know what kind of craziness they're going through. You know what I'm saying? They just look like they're not hurting. They just look like they're sane, and you just don't know. I want to say too that it's really, really important to be kind to everybody that you meet, because you never know what a person's journey has been. We wear a mask. All of us in this room are wearing our masks, smiling and grinning, and Lord have mercy, when we go home, sometimes we're dying on the inside. You all know what I'm talking about? To step outside your comfort zone, because that's the only way that you'll really get from point A to point B. If you're afraid to do something, that's exactly the reason why you need to step out and do something that will take your game to the next level. So I wanted to just encourage you to do that, and also just think that when I emphasize the importance of just being kind to people, you really never know what another person's journey has been. They're laughing and smiling just like you, and things are not always what they are what they seem to be. But I speak from my heart. And I wanted to just share a little bit with you all about the importance of just, I wrote a book called Black Pain, It Just Looks Like We're Not Hurting. And it's about our mental health. It's about being depressed, wearing that mask and pretending to be fine when you're not. And a lot of times folks don't want to go get help, to talk to a therapist, somebody who can help you out with, Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We consider that there's something wrong with that, but I'm telling you, I see my therapist twice a month. I should be going twice a week too. But I'm just saying that so many times we move through our lives and we don't stop to think about how we're really doing. If somebody says, "How you doing?" we say, "Fine." Yes. We say, that's what we say. But it's really, really, really important to talk out what's going on inside you. All of us in this room have inherited the unresolved pain, wounds, and trauma and scars of our parents. Everybody, nobody gets a pass. And so it's really, really important for you to take care of yourself and to talk about the things that are bothering you, because they will eat you up inside and you will never be all that God has called you to be. So keep a journal, go and talk to, it does cost a little bit of money to go and talk to a therapist, but it's a gift. I know sometimes when I go see my therapist, sometimes I think that I don't have anything really to talk about, And then I started talking, and all of a sudden the tears started to flow, and I'm like, whoa, where did that come from? So it was sitting right inside, and we didn't give voice to it. So, and we're nothing. We are absolutely nothing without our mental and emotional health. So I'm just saying for all of you that we're nothing without our mental and emotional health. And I would say too that it's hard for a lot of us to talk about how we're really doing, but I think it's much harder for men, because brothers are born, bred, and raised to suck it up, to be a man, and to not show emotion. That will kill you and keep you from being the very best person that you can be. You're probably saying, well, we're having a party, here she is sitting here talking about mental health. But she just spoiled everything.
No, it's real girl. It's real.
Yeah, it really, really is. So, I mean, that's my gift to you. If you ever have the opportunity, you should read the book Black Pain. It just looks like we're not hurting. And so it's also really, really important to be kind to everybody that you meet, because you don't know what their journey is about. I remember reading, like, this was about 5 years ago. There was a young girl who was in and out of trouble, and she went to live with her aunt and her honor student cousin. Long story short, she stabbed her cousin 47 times. This happened in Brooklyn. She stabbed her cousin 47 times, slashed her throat, took her iPod and the sneakers off her feet. So most people would say, what's wrong with that girl? Right? Would you say, what's wrong with that girl? The question to ask when you deal with anybody is what happened to that person. Because nobody just does something like that unless they were wounded in some kind of way and they never got help for it, never talked to a therapist, nothing like that. So that's my message today, to try to be as mentally healthy as you can. If something is bothering you, talk about it with someone that you trust. You know, better yet, if you have the opportunity to talk to a therapist, it will just take you to untold heights in your life. And I think that's all I really want to say. That's my message for today, you know? Is that good?
My name is Broadway from the Bronx. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. I got something to say. Before I get into it, I feel like y'all been introducing yourselves to me, so I want to give y'all a little bit of me. You know, before we go into that, DJ, I just want to talk to him for a little bit. The verse starts off like, the name of the song is actually called Simple Things. And what's a better way of giving it to y'all than like this? Okay, lost love, lost her, child care, foster, and that forced me as a child to force love. Mama didn't live long, and so I learned love wrong. Inspired by the prudent, the Jewish and the Judas. How was I to do it when no schooling was tutored? Lost love, lost her, child care, foster, and that forced me as a kid to divorce love. Mama didn't live long, and so I learned love wrong. Inspired by the prudent, the Jewish and the Judas. How was I to do this when no tutoring was ruined, when no school truant? He made it run and keep growing. Leader of the rap pack, keen in the rap track. Let them all live as we develop the business. Today I saw